Hello everybody, Klavicus here, and welcome back to my Let's Play. We are finally up to Shard 25 of my evil playthrough of Eador Genesis New Horizons, December 2022 edition. We're now in 2024, and I always have to try and think about the correct year that this edition of the game that I'm playing was released. Anyways, it's been a while since I've played. It's been a while since I've uploaded, and so I do apologise. Haven't really had any time, and yeah, I think it's probably safe to say that my uploads and updates will probably slow down from here on out compared to what they have been like as I'm back studying, and the boring real world deserves some of my attention. But moving away from the real world, let us enter the astral, where we find ourselves floating. And I can't remember whether I had a chat to people at the end of the last shard. Let's have a look. Let's see if so I'm going to guess that I didn't, seeing as Zar can talk to me now. So let's have we'll have a chat to people first before then moving on. How can I help you, boss? Once on a certain shard, a spirit disguised as a mortal asked me for help. Do you happen to know him? So I think this was the guy, that elderly man who disappeared after I destroyed the hellhounds that were hunting him. Really? This is very interesting, boss. Didn't this pseudo-mortal remind you of anyone? Let me guess. He looked just like you when you wear a mortal's skin. So what? All mortals look the same. Really, boss? You were one of them not so long ago. You shouldn't be talking like that. Only could say something like that without acting against his conscience. If he even has a conscience. I doubt he even knows what a face is. Well, as an expert in the appearance of mortals, I can assure you that looked like your twin. You want to know why? Because it was you. What do you think you're saying, Zar? Are you feeling alright? I appreciate your inquiries about my health, boss, but I'm not susceptible to any illnesses. Gremlin is immune to any microbes because we can see them and shoot them down when necessary. For tiny creatures like us, any bacteria is a huge, feisty beast. Unfortunately, it's not a sentient being, so it's not that dangerous. No, fortunately, it's not a sentient. We were talking about something else, though. Exactly. I'm certain it was you. Back in the old days, you had your share of running and hiding from demons. You retold some of your adventures to me, and then, when the demons finally had you cornered, you showed unimaginable ingenuity in saving your skin. You fled into the future and pretended to be a mere mortal. By the way, did you save yourself from the past or not, boss? So, there is a time. The space-time continuum has been shattered, and I've entered the future, and maybe that's why I thought that all last shard was shard 25, or at least the second half of last shard was shard 25. What am I talking about? I have no idea. Yes, I did save him. Let me guess what happened next. You said you managed to gain some lousy master's trust and made him send his whole army to protect you, while his troops and demons were tearing each other apart, and quietly slipped away from his castle. Which was a smart decision, since even if the master's army had won, you would have had to pay the hospitable host for his protection, which wasn't part of your plans. Did I guess right? That's exactly what happened. So I saved myself from imminent doom, and I ran away from myself. I still have more questions. Rayor. Rayor, like all elves, is an egoistic prude, full of stupid pathos and unnecessary heroism. The whining elf is unable to forget the death of his beloved creator god. I bet he even composed hundreds, even thousands of musical laments to honour the deity who perished before his eyes. Fortunately, elves don't like singing to strangers, so we are spared the dubious pleasure of listening to such tragic and romantic nonsense. You don't like elves, I see, but perhaps you can get to the point. To the point! If Rayor is the point, I refuse to get any closer to it. He is creating a world that is good for the elves, but bad for everyone else. He dreams of the last battle, and imagines himself to be the great fighter against chaos, but I'm sure you know all of this nonsense yourself. I don't like the sounds of this Rayor. To the last battle, what's that? Ah, the last battle, just another stupidity that the elves came up with to have something to write sad, heroic songs about. Some elven oracle predicted that the last times are coming, when the last battle will take place. Hordes of demons, will invade Eador, and everyone who can will rise to defend the world against them. They say the outcome of this battle will change the world. If chaos wins, Eador will be no longer. If chaos loses, peace and prosperity will reign everywhere. Well, as long as everyone dies, that's all I care about. When is this battle supposed to begin? Boss, you don't understand. It was predicted by an elven oracle. All oracles are masters of equivocation, and elven oracles are the worst of them all. They have strange ways to specify dates. For instance, when the cross of the damned lights up in the sky and the earth bleeds like a wounded beast, when the rivers are filled with bitterness and the last hope vanishes. Keep in mind that all of this can be interpreted at will. Any constellation can be thought to be the cross of the damned. As for the blood of the earth, that could be an erupting volcano or a mud flow after long rains and so on. And you mean there's no way to know at least an approximate date. What makes you think that this last battle will happen at all? I think it's happening right now. There are more than enough demons around. However, there aren't too many people volunteering to fight them, and if some last day does come, it is highly unlikely that the number of volunteers will grow dramatically. Everyone would lie low in their burrows, hoping that the battle will pass them by as usual. Well, I sure as hell won't sit out this battle. You would risk your life to protect Eador, boss. Oh well, perhaps they'll even make a legend about you later. If anyone remembers what you ever resisted, that you ever resisted. No, I wouldn't protect it, I'd just be destroying cunts. That's the whole point, right? What are you suggesting, that I just sit here and do nothing? I suggest you stop listening to elven fairy tales that exist so that any simpleton can imagine himself to be a great hero with a blazing sword and a stern look, naturally, protecting the world from the universal evil. If you find all this amusing, you can keep on fantasizing, just don't take these stories too seriously. Perhaps you're right. Anything else, boss? Do we have more questions? Hey Zar, what about using my name in a new ad? Yeah, let's do it. Go ahead. Alright, so this would be Rayor. I actually don't remember speaking to him, but he would have popped up at the end of the last episode. He hates me. Is that you, Klavicus? Tell me what you want to be off. I have a few questions. I have no intention of answering your questions. You're not worthy. What? Alright. It's not alright. How could you say such horrible things? Okay, we've got Stenria. What can you tell me about Rayor? Rayor wasn't nearly as zealous a fighter against chaos as he pretends to be. He doesn't care much about anything other than his elves. I'm sure he would throw the whole of Eador to the demons without hesitation if they would just leave his own people alone. So have I satisfied your curiosity? Yes, you have. Lanchar. What would you like to know? I can't even speak to him. Maybe I have already spoken to people. Can't even speak to him. Can't speak to anybody. You're a monster, Klavicus. After what you did to your subjects, I do not wish to see you, let alone talk to you. I'll do whatever I want to my subjects. Alright, so I think that this is enough boring conversations. Arrogant and stubborn, like all elves. He's very unpleasant to deal with, especially because he has a habit of putting himself above everyone else. Elven archers and druids often help him out in the wars on the shards, which makes him an especially unpleasant opponent. All in all, getting rid of Dario would be very convenient. I don't think any master would dispute that, except himself, of course. It's just that not all masters are brave and straightforward enough to admit it. Yes, I've learnt enough. And let's just because I can. Yeah, alright, so I've made sure that I've spoken to everybody. Now let's have a look. So I believe... Okay, so I've got a whole 2 shards to choose between. Unless I want to invade one of the other masters. And that's maybe like, you know, a little bit of a shortcoming in this game potentially. Like they don't really make the risk reward ratio of invading other masters. I don't think they've quite got it nailed. And the reason I'm saying that is that, you know, like, there's no real big reward for, like, why would I invade one of these dudes and risk everything, because they get like a lot of bonuses, when I could just turn around and invade one of these shards and actually get the bonuses and stuff like that. You know, I mean, fair enough. I got the amulet for taking out Dogor. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, let's get this shard on the road. So I think that was a very long way of me saying, well, I'm actually not going to invade anybody, and I'm going to take on one of these shards. So with the whole what's going on? With the whole 2 shards to select from, it really comes down to Raydor. Damn it, what's going on? Yeah. I clicked outside the window and it was stuffing things up, but now it seems to be working again. Alright, so it really comes down to Rayor or a Raydor. We have a large shard or a big shard. Ooh, look at this fucking energy income. Now, just on Klavicus's rule, it seems that I need to invade Raydor, because it's only large, so it's smaller than the big shard. I think this is the first large shard, or the other ones, the one that I've just done was average, so this is going to be the biggest shard that we invade to date. Now, what have we got? So we can get the Temple of the Eagle. So I don't really care about Temple of the Eagle because they're goody-goody two-shoes. Griffin Nest. Yeah, I mean, I'll be able to put that to use for sure. A Handler's Guild, allow me to get manticores and the like, that'd be kind of cool. An Alchemist Guild. Yeah. More gold and gem reserves, or a guard's crossbow and a treasury. So, you know, like, none of this really makes me overly excited, to be honest. Let's have a look at what I'm passing up, though. A Chapel of Immortals. A road network. Okay, so that looks pretty good, getting an increase of 1 gold for every province. A town hall, increasing gold income by 10%. Woo. A castle, so allowed like 4th rank units. So yeah, I think you can tell just by the way I'm like, whoa. That this is, I prefer the rewards on this, but it's big. So anyway, without much further ado, we will invade Raydor. First, we'll see how much. It's 170 energy we're making. So it's the swamps. So I'm thinking we could go a mage start. It's been a while since I've done something like that. Done a mage start, and now I could go like, say, pikeman again, or something like that. I don't think I will. You know, I'm meant to be playing evilly, so we'll go evil people. So, you know, if that's what we're gonna do. We'll take the kobold. Okay, so, whoa, look how much this costs. Gold income. Gold reserve. There's no, yeah. Well, look, we won't do any reserves, but well, let's have a look. Okay, so we'll get a bit of gem income, a bit of gold income. We'll get the kobold. You know, it'd be nice to be able to kind of like this fire wand would be pretty good. But you know, like it just costs so much energy. So I'm not entirely sure that that's the way to go. So yeah, all right. I'm happy with that. Let us attack. Just give me 1 second. I just need to rearrange something. Alright, I'm back. Okay, so this is a swamp shard, and I don't see any swamps to begin with, so that is a little bit annoying. And let's have a look at the size of this thing. So it's definitely got a bit of size to it, and there are 5 masters going for it. Now, part of me is like because I don't have swamps around me, you know, maybe it would be prudent not to start off with a mage. However, I remember that I think for the first time this playthrough, I've got I gave myself some passive income of gems or crystals or whatever. So I'm still gonna go with the mage start, or wizard start. Okay. We'll get rid of the slinger. We'll put the militiaman there. So I start off with wizard's gloves. That's, you know, big whoop. What else has he started with? Magic shield. Nearby allies receive +1 resistance. And I've got some Thaumaturgy 1. Yeah, so my big special ability on this dude is this magic shield. Now bless kind of crap. Burn ammo, that's pretty good. Spell to be able to pick up fatigue and magic spark. Alright, cool. And I can see that I can also hire something here. What can I hire? Harpies. Alright, so I've got access to harpies here as well, so that's pretty cool. I like it. And that may knowing that I've got early access to harpies makes me potentially consider getting a commander as my next level, my next hero, because he'll be able to make use of those, you know, easy to access, cheap level 2 units. Alright, we've got free settlement, barbarian, free settlement. Okay. Alright. We shall plunder the province. We shall go tavern. And we'll end turn. We'll continue plundering. Now I'm trying to think. We'll just get the barbarian camp. Ooh, we have a berserker. Let's get this berserker. Oh, do I want to? Let's leave him. Let's put him back. Yes, good. I was worried that I was like, how can I put him back there so that I'm not going to stuff things up. So I don't think I'm going to buy him this turn, because I don't think I'm going to attack anything this turn. How many turns have I plundered for? What turn number is it? Yes, I've only plundered for one turn, so just bless. Yeah, look, bless is kind of shit. There's probably... I'm trying to weigh up, like, do I want to change my spells before attacking something, or do I just want to get on with things and attack? You know what? I think I've decided I just want to get on with things and attack. You know, even if I just attack here. So let's... Look, we'll get the berserker. We'll get a barbarian. And instead of plundering, let's... And again, also maybe I don't want to attack anything until I can get a quest. But alright, we'll just... I'm thinking I'll attack steppe country. So I don't want to attack these barbarians, because they're going to be harder than these free settlements, likely. And so then... You know, I can attack here, but you only get 5, whereas I get 11 from this one. So it'll probably be better for me to attack this and track around this way. Yeah, no, so that seems like the best course of action. And we'll end turn. 6! Ah! Alright, so I'm actually going to retreat from that. Okay, maybe we can attack over there then. Okay, we'll build the altar on the way to the crystal of power. We'll end turn. Alright, 4 of them. Let's attack. So he's got heals knowledge, so... Let's get something like that. Okay, so he can collect ammo, which is annoying. But I could damage him quite a bit. So destroy 6 missiles and we'll do 6. So if I could destroy 6 missiles, I've also got Thaumaturgy 1, remember, yes. So he's got a resistance of 1, but with Thaumaturgy 1 that's going to go to a resistance of 0, which means I should be able to destroy the 6 missiles, which will actually take him to less than 50% health, which will reduce the amount of damage that he does. So I'm going to burn ammo on this guy. Whew. Now, now this guy attacks with a 5. If I move him to here, which I'm going to do, I've got a defense of 4. So he's going to do like 1 damage, and then I'll get a counter attack of like 8 off on this person. There we go. We'll just leave things like this. We'll end turn. Okay, so I need to do 9 damage to kill it. Now, okay, so that will likely or could potentially kill him. So I guess I'm happy about that. Guess I'll attack him. I'll fatigue out this dude. That'll end turn. So he can't do anything next turn because he's out of stamina. Now I just need to do 10 damage. This will wipe this person out. Now, who do I want to level up? I'm too attached to these kobolds. Like, I don't think that the kobolds are probably not as good as I like to make it out to be. But for some reason, I really like the kobolds, and so I want to sort of pump energy into this kobold, which means that I should let him get experience into this kobold, which means I should let him get the kill for the attack. However, that's probably a little bit flawed for 2 reasons. One is that you can upgrade barbarians into the berserkers, and so therefore, you know, you get a bigger reward for leveling up my barbarian in relation to this kobold, and also, like, the kobold's probably just not that good anyway. And so I think it will be more prudent for me to actually give the experience to the barbarian. Having said that, I'm not going to, and I'm actually going to give it to the kobold. But I just wanted to acknowledge that it's probably not the the most powerful thing to do. But it made me feel a little bit better. All right, cool. So now we can build the crystal of power, and okay, I could spend 2/3 of my gems doing the or communing with the crystal or something. It would also save a turn as well, so there is always that. But no, we'll move back. I don't think. I mean, I say it's 2 turns, but it's kind of. I mean, I say it's 2/3 of all my gems, but I've got a pretty good gem income as well, so I would regain it back pretty quickly. And freeing up an extra turn, could make all of the difference. But then potentially so could having a nice war chest of gems and crystals. I'm definitely not gonna. I don't feel like I want to attack anything here just yet. I mean, the gnolls potentially I could, but as the guarding and mithril deposit, they're probably going to be too strong for me. And so that means I can leave this square and not have to worry. Like, you know, let's say that one of these things was brigands. That would change the equation when it comes to whether I should cast this ritual, rather than go back here and commit to talk to the crystal. Because if it means that if I did the ritual and then I got the quest to destroy brigands, it was like, okay, well, I'm right there and I could do it. Whereas if I walked and then spoke to the crystal, I'm already wasting a turn because I'm speaking to the crystal. But then I'm also wasting 2 additional turns because I have to walk and walk back. So that would put me 3 turns behind where I could have been if I had simply cast this ritual. So these are all things that, you know, I would need to consider. But as it doesn't matter, I'm going to walk. I'm not going to worry about it. And we shall end turn. Okay, so let's have a look. We're going to definitely let's build a library. Actually, now, do I want to get rid of this bless? Increasing attack and defense by 1. In fact, slightly increases spell power. You know, look, if I had a lot of spell power, you know, maybe getting increase in the defense of my units would be super good. But like, it just doesn't really seem that good compared to, you know, even something like fatigue. So I'm gonna come along. Where's my learn spells? I'm actually going to replace that with a fatigue. We'll go fatigue on this one as well. We'll step into the crystal and just to be 100% certain that all my dudes are going to be healed, even though I'm 99% certain I'd regain these 2 health anyway. I'm just going to allow my berserker to chill out in the barracks for a turn. Alright, let's end turn. We'll get a quest of low difficulty. Have to destroy some wolves. Alright, I'll be back soon. Yeah, okay, so, you know, wolves. So this horde of shamans would have wolves. So I should probably think about going there. Right, what am I going to build? Okay, I could go Sanctuary, which will allow me to go Shock, which will do a lot against the Shaman. I don't know how powerful these Shaman are going to be. But let's do it. We'll go Sanctuary. And then we'll go shock, cure wounds. We can't get rid of the burn ammo because I won't be able to get it back. I've already got my berserker back. Let's go to these horde of shaman. And let's end turn. Okay, excellent. Okay, yeah, couldn't have hoped for a better enemy party. I think with the 3 wolves and the 1 shaman. Now I wonder, what's my resistance? So I've got a resistance of 5. Maybe if I go here, I can get him to shoot me. Yeah, he probably won't, will it? He'll still just make his stupid totems and things. Okay, so the range defense of 5, there's not really much point in me pegging an axe to this cunt. Now, they don't have heals knowledge, so at this point in time, this wolf is going to attack this guy. It's just the way the AI works. Now, this kobold is already damaged, so I'd probably rather the wolf to attack the kobold, to be honest. Because I've only got one heal spell. So rather than having the damage split between my guys, I'd rather the damage all on one person. So I'm actually going to move up this guy up, and see if I can bait him in. We'll get the berserker, well, I can't move the berserker. We'll just end turn. Alright. Alright, so this guy is now, he's out of ammo, so I don't have to care about him too much anymore. Let's end turn. Okay, so 17 damage. Counterattack is 6. I guess he, you know, like again, I'm trying to think like who do I want the experience going on from killing this person. You know, my berserker is good, and you know, pumping, like leveling them up would be good because it would make them even better and less likely to die. At the same time, they're also the most expensive one of my units, and they've already leveled up. So, you know, like whereas this, if I pump experience into him, it's getting close to a, you know, an evolution, let's call it, an evolution and stuff. Probably the person I shouldn't care about is this kobold, but I do like kobolds, and I kind of want to level the kobold up, even though we have already acknowledged that it's probably not the right way to go about things. And that was actually my plan. But the berserker hit too hard. I was actually just wanted to wound him enough for then the kobold to come along and take the finishing kill, but he got a lucky hit it. Alright, so we'll go wisdom 1 for that extra experience. We'll go stamina. Yeah, we'll go hit points. And we've got headwind, 69 gold. Alright, cool. And we're 3 out of 10 wolves down. Okay, so just go something like this. So headwind reduces target speed by 2 and range by 1. Unit loses 1 stamina each turn. 6 turns. If the unit's speed falls below 1, it can still move, but will lose even more stamina. So, you know, headwind is not a bad spell really, and it is something that I could probably make use of. So we'll learn the headwind spell. Now, I don't think there's anything else that would have wolves in it per se. My dudes. I mean, 15 gems to, you know, offer a tiny little bit of healing. I mean, that is quite a bit, right? It is only like 2 gems. we'll get a cure wounds here. I'm thinking I'm gonna move on this settlement, so the shock, you know, I've got no real need for that. Let's end turn. And we shall attack. Alright, cool. Should be a fairly easy fight as there's only 4 of them. Again, we'll burn ammo this dude. Doesn't get him below 50% though, which is a little annoying. Now he's got a range of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's see whether they come towards us. I'll fatigue this person. Butts. Alright, so I shall heal this. Okay, so 13. I need to do 16 damage to kill this person. Let's just go whack him with this. How hard do I attack? So 9. Now I'm a little bit worried. Like, you know, if I run up this dude around here, that could mean that 1, 2, 3, 4. That could mean that they could be, that this barbarian could be hit by every single one of these things. Now, let's say best case scenario, I attack this guy and I do 9 damage to him. You know, that would knock his attack down to, let's say, 4. I don't have it. I've got, so that would be 2 damage, 5 damage. So it's only 7 damage really that I need to worry about. So it's not actually, it doesn't actually really look like it's something that I need to worry about that much. Having said that, let's just peg an X at them and kill them. Alright, so we'll heal up this guy again. Now we need to do 13 damage to kill them, so I could definitely kill them with my Zerks. I'll attack first with the Kobold because he's getting an extra heals protection bonus, I think. I don't really know whether that's sound thinking actually, because he's got less hit points already. But anyway, we'll attack him with this. We'll do that. And we have taken over another province. We've taken over the province of Funeral Valley. Alright, cool. Let's have a look. What do we got? Got another horde of shamans, which is good. Alright, let's build. Go show booth, I guess. So we'll build a show booth. Now, yeah, let's go and attack the Water Shamans, and let's end turn. Okay, this is 4 again, so that sounds like it's going to be another perfect perfect amount. So I'm actually going to do these things a little bit differently. I'm going to try and split up people a bit more, and I'm going to put these two together because it looks like there's no way that I can place my units without having a pair of units at least with one away, so I can't split them up any more than this. So I need to have 2 closer together. So I'm thinking about the you know, the circle of like the stone spiky thing from the elementals. Now I've put these together because they've got some resistance, whereas the other ones don't. But I've just, as I was saying, stone spiky things, and so the idea was that you know, the shaman will cast the totem, and then he'll attack these because he'll be able to deal 2 damage, and then hopefully they'll resist more damage because that's assuming that would be magic damage. But as I said, stone spiky things, I was like, oh, hang on, actually, it could very well be physical damage that they do anyway. But anyway, I'm just placing these, and it's probably only going to make like the difference of like 1 or 2 damage. So there's a massive spiel for nothing. Let's start the battle anyway. Maybe we can try and work out what kind of damage it is. I could probably just burn ammo, mate. Oh wait, he's got good resistance. Oh, he's only got resistance. We'll burn ammo, so he's got no ammo. Which means I'm not going to be able to work out what kind of damage it is, but such is the way of the world. Alright, cool. We'll take Wisdom 2 for the extra experience. We'll go counter attack, we'll go attack, we'll go stamina. And what? That's 6 out of 10 wolves. Now I can get another unit, so that's probably worth doing. And how's my economy's going pretty well as well. But is it worth doing now? Probably not really, to be honest. I see there's some goblins now. I've got no idea how strong these goblins are going to be. Whoa! Well, I clicked out of my thing again. So I couldn't take this on at the moment. I could potentially take this on. Pack of Ratmen, I could potentially do. I don't think I want to necessarily. Monster Catchers, I don't want to yet. And the Dungeon Dwellers, you know, if I came back with a bunch of shocks, I could potentially do okay against them. But the idea being that I potentially only want to attack these goblins at this point in time. And so, you know, I'm thinking I could move back and get another unit before coming back here and attacking the goblins. But like similar with, you know, whether I should do that ritual spell, you know, that's going to be like 1 turn, 2 turns, I'm going to be 3 turns behind. Well, 2 turns and then attack. I'm going to be 2 turns behind if I just attacked now and did it with 1 less unit. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to attack, and I might end up running away because there might be too many goblins. Who knows? But we'll attack. I would feel a lot better if I had some shock, seeing as goblins are evil. But yeah, we'll attack. We'll find out how many there are, and we will build a gaming house. And in 10. Alright, 5 units. I reckon we can do this. Let us attack. Okay. I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put him here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I think I'll be out of range, but I guess if I do that, I'm definitely gonna be out of range. These dudes are at the start. Ooh. Okay, well this is alright. So there's no poison on that, fortunately. So there's no poison on any of them. So that's all hunky dory. 12 to 21 is 9. So let's cure wounds this dude. And we're not wasting any of the cure wounds spell. That's end turn. Okay. I need to do 12 damage to kill him. I guess I'll get the attack damage back on this dude, because then he's going to come forwards. He's going to be more further forwards, and my barbarian's also got a larger pool of hit points. Let's see about yeah, right. Let's. Look, I'll burn ammo to this guy, so that's taking him effectively out of the battle. I've only got 1 more cure wound left. Attacks of a 7. Fucking Jesus. Okay, so he could actually potentially die, I think. So I'm going to heal up this guy now. Okay, so I need to do 10 damage to that or 8 damage to them. Attack for 17, attack for 11. Okay, so this should all be good. Alright, so we've wiped out the goblins. I guess we'll go Bloodlust. Alright, so I now feel that I can move on from this square and not be detrimenting myself too much. So we'll move back here to look at getting another unit in my army. We'll go granary. Yeah, we'll build a granary. Move back over here, and we'll end turn. Alright, we shall build maybe I should hire my unit first. make sure I don't spend all of my money building stuff and not getting the unit, which would slow me down. I'll get another cure wounds. Maybe I want shocks. Maybe I want something different. Let's change things up. I think I'm going to go to these brigands, maybe. I'm also like, you know, like when, like I know that brigands are also another super easy low level quest. So it's like, while I've got these wolves to kill, do I want to wipe out the target of other low level quests? This is good questions. The problem with the wolves is that I may need to explore in order to find them, and that can be problematic. Because, you know, like I don't know when I find them. I could waste 10 turns exploring and not actually find the wolves. Or of course I might be able to explore and like find them, you know, in that one turn. It's probably not worth, like thinking to myself, it's probably not worth leaving the brigands on the off chance that there's going to be something, you know, on the off chance that then my next quest is going to be brigands after I've done this quest. Like, it sounds like it's just going to slow my progression. Going to be, you know, too much of a risk to take for like not even really that much reward. So, having said that, I think I want to attack those brigands. So we'll give myself a shock. Let's just do that. We'll go there, we'll attack the brigands, but this will be the commencement of my next episode, as this is where I'm going to leave my evil playthrough of Eador Genesis New Horizons December 2022 edition for now. We are invading our first large shard. There's 4 other masters that we're going to have to destroy, and I've got faith. I have faith that I'll be able to do it. Let's have a look at this. What did that say? Alliance Orcs. So, am I allied with the Orcs? Does that mean that I'm always allied with the Orcs and I can't ally with anybody else? I'm not sure. I thought I could still choose. I thought I could ally with the Orcs if I wanted to, but it didn't necessarily lock me in. But maybe the amulet actually locks you into the alliance with the Orcs. I don't know. Maybe these are things that we can work out later. All right, this is where I'm going to sign off now. Thank you very much for joining me. I apologise about how long it's been since the last time I published things were, and join me next time. See yous.